2 weeks to go. Playoff spots and division titles are up for grabs.
The Steelers still have a better chance to win the AFC North, 53% compared to 47% for the Ravens.
Every team is playing for something this week. So with that, how about we dive into our Week 17 edition of the 2024 NFL Power Rankings. Number 32, New York Giants. Last time's ranking, 32. Drew Lock did Giants fans a favor by imploding with 2 pick sixes and a humiliating 30-47 road loss to Michael Penix Jr. in the Atlanta Falcons. With the Las Vegas Raiders winning on Sunday, the 2-win Giants are now 2 losses away from locking up the first overall pick. Number 31, Tennessee Titans. Last time's ranking, 30. The Titans lost a barn burner in Indianapolis by a final score of 38-30. But don't let the point total fool you. Mason Rudolph was as helpless as Will Levis with 3 interceptions in that loss. Number 30, Jacksonville Jaguars. Last time's ranking, 29. Fortunately for Jags fans on hashtag Team Tank, it was Vegas who came out on top with a 19-14 victory. With the Titans and Colts on the schedule to conclude their season, the Jags can very well win out to finish the year. But at this point, isn't losing out just better? Number 29, Las Vegas Raiders. Last time's ranking, 31. Hey, I mean, good job ending a 10-game losing skid at long last, but meaningless December wins don't sit well with fans who want the first overall pick. The Raiders are one of 5 3-12 teams heading into Week 17, so there's a lot of jumbling to go in the top 6 draft order. Number 28, New England Patriots. Last time's ranking, 28. The Pats' 3-12 record looks ugly, but hey, credit to Jared Mayo's group for again hanging in there against a tough opponent in a game that they had no business keeping that close. Number 27, Cleveland Browns. Last time's ranking, 27. Starting Dorian Thompson-Robinson on the road against Joe Burrow's Cincinnati Bengals was, well, it was certainly a choice. Maybe the Browns should have brought back Joe Flacco instead of riding a Jameis Winston DTR combo to back up Deshaun Watson. Number 26, Chicago Bears. Last time's ranking, 26. That's just the 2024 Bears for ya. Caleb Williams throws for 334 yards and 2 touchdowns against a dangerous Detroit Lions squad, and the Bears still lose by 17. Everyone is calling for the Bears to get Williams a real head coach. Also, maybe equally important, a defense that could stop something like a nosebleed. Number 25, New York Jets. Last time's ranking, 24. Aaron Rodgers' group left MetLife Stadium with another pathetic loss. We'd love to think of some positives for the Jets and their fans during the holiday season, so here's one for ya. The season ends in 2 weeks. Number 24, New Orleans Saints. Last time's ranking, 23. As expected, the banged up and short-handed Saints dropped another contest against Jordan Love and the superior Green Bay Packers. But hey, no shame in that whatsoever. Losses at this point help the Saints' chances of landing a top 10 pick, so it's nothing to sweat. Number 23, Carolina Panthers. Last time's ranking, 25. Bryce Young continued his strong second half with 3 total touchdowns and a thrilling 36-30 victory over the visiting Arizona Cardinals on Sunday. It's kind of weird for a 4-11 team to have good vibes, but it's different in Carolina. Number 22, San Francisco 49ers. Last time's ranking, 21. The 49ers stinker of a 29-17 road loss to the Miami Dolphins officially eliminated them from playoff contention. At 6-9, this waste of a season really cannot end soon enough for Kyle Shanahan and company. Number 21, Dallas Cowboys. Last time's ranking, 22. Well, Mike McCarthy's boys sure love the spoiler role. Dallas has now won 4 of 5 to somehow get to 7-8 without Dak Prescott. Look, love or hate Coach M, these guys sure haven't given up on him. Number 20, Arizona Cardinals. Last time's ranking, 16. A heartbreaking loss to the Panthers in overtime eliminated the Redbirds from contention. Remember when Cliff Kingsbury was blamed for Arizona's never-ending second-half woes? Well, they've now dropped 4 of their last 5 under Jonathan Gannon. Number 19, Indianapolis Colts. Last time's ranking, 19. The Colts face long odds of making the playoffs, but hey, Sunday's home win against Tennessee kept their minimal hopes alive. Indy needs to win out, which should be easy with the Giants and Jaguars rounding out their schedule. Number 18, Miami Dolphins. Last time's ranking, 20. The Dolphins' victory over the 49ers in South Beach kept their awfully slim playoff hopes alive. A nice reminder that Miami is now 6-5 with Tua Tagovailoa as the starter, so it's kind of unfortunate that they didn't upgrade the backup QB position while he was hurt. Number 17, Seattle Seahawks. Last time's ranking, 15. The Hawks dropped a heartbreaker to the visiting Minnesota Vikings and sit at 8-7 with 2 weeks weeks to go. The odds of winning the NFC West over LA are extremely slim now, and there's a good chance Seattle will be kicked out of the playoffs before Week 18 even rolls around. Number 16, Cincinnati Bengals. Last time's ranking, 18. The rolling Bengals did their part, making easy work of the visiting Browns to keep their slim playoff hopes alive. The Broncos' loss to the Chargers also keeps Cincy in the race, but they need a lot to go right. Number 15, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last time's ranking, 13. The Bucs will be kicking themselves for losing 26-24 to the Dak Prescott-less Cowboys on Sunday. Rashad White's costly game-sealing fumble may have been the dagger in the Bucs' postseason hopes. It's simple now for Tampa. Win out and have the Falcons lose at least one game. Number 14, Atlanta Falcons. Last time's ranking, 17. Michael Penix Jr.'s first NFL start wasn't pretty from a statistical standpoint, but that Falcons defense made it memorable nonetheless. The path is simple for the Falcons now. Win in Washington and versus Carolina, and boom, division is theirs. Number 13, Houston Texans. Last time's ranking, 11. Losing to Kansas City isn't a concern with the AFC South locked up, but Tank Dell suffering a gruesome knee injury weeks after Stephon Diggs tore his ACL? Eesh, that is a loss that you can't get over. Number 12, Denver Broncos. Last time's ranking, 8. The Broncos had a chance to secure their first playoff berth since 2015, but Sean Payton's group completely unraveled in the second half, and it was disappointing to see Vance Joseph's stingy defense look like the 2023 group that gave up a 70-burger to Miami last year. Number 11, Los Angeles Chargers. Last time's ranking, 14. Jim Harbaugh's group shrugged off a humiliating home loss to the Buccaneers by pulling off a clutch and potential season-saving victory against the Broncos. An 11-6 finish is there for the taking with the Patriots and Raiders next on the schedule, and you better believe that none of the AFC division winners look forward to the prospect of facing LA on a wild card weekend. Number 10, Los Angeles Rams. Last time's ranking, 12. Reminiscent of last year's Rams, the 2024 squad has caught fire in the second half following a bad start. With the Seahawks, 49ers, and Cardinals all losing, the Rams' road win against the Jets pushed them even closer to locking up the NFC West Division crown. Number 9, Washington Commanders. Last time's ranking, 10. Is there anything Jane Daniels can't do? Leads a long-struggling team to its first 10-win season since 2012. The whole Hail Mary thing against the Bears, and now a last-second touchdown pass to stun the Red Hot Eagles at Northwest Stadium? Take a bow, Jaden. This is a rookie season like few others. Number 8, Pittsburgh Steelers. Last time's ranking, 7. Things are suddenly a bit uneasy in Steel City now. 2 straight losses, outscored 61-30 in those games. Oh, and the shellacking handed by the Ravens means we've got a two-way tie for the AFC North crown now. Number 7, Baltimore Ravens. Last time's ranking, 9. A big-time effort by Lamar Jackson and the Ravens D propelled Baltimore to a 34-17 dismantling of the arch-rival Steelers. The Ravens and Steelers are tied for the AFC North now. We still got 2 weeks to go, so Ravens fans, buckle up. Number 6, Green Bay Packers. Last time's ranking, 6. The Packers danced through the visiting Saints on Monday Night Football to lock up 11 wins and their best record since 2021. But in a year full of chaos, that's only good enough for 3rd in the division. Still, it's clear that Jordan Love and company are a team that nobody wants to play in the postseason. Number 5, Buffalo Bills. Last time's ranking, 5. It was way closer than it should have been, but Josh Allen and the Bills did just enough to avoid a stunning upset at home against the Patriots. Their minor shot at winning the AFC's top seed isn't over either. Buffalo should have no issue winning out, but can the Chiefs fall on the road to both Pittsburgh and Denver? Number 4, Philadelphia Eagles. Last time's ranking, 2. The Eagles lost a heartbreaker to Jaden Daniels' Commanders in a Game of the Year candidate, but it's hard to critique them when Jalen Hurts was knocked out of the game early with a concussion. Still, a tough loss that puts a dent in their chances of securing the NFC's top seed. Number 3, Minnesota Vikings. Last time's ranking, 4. The Vikings defense had an off day in Seattle, but Sam Darnold and Justin Jefferson saved the day with a 39-yard hookup for 6 late in the game. Incredibly, Minnie now has 2 13-win seasons in 3 years under head coach Kevin O'Connell. Number 2, Detroit Lions. Last time's ranking, 3. The Lions made easy work of the sinking ship that is the Bears. The Eagles' stunning loss to Washington pushes Detroit a step closer to winning the NFC North. Even if they lose to the 49ers next week, and even if Minnesota beats Green Bay, Detroit can clinch the division with a Week 18 home win over the Vikings. Number 1, Kansas City Chiefs. Last time's ranking, 1. Death, taxes, and the Chiefs win winning another one-score game. Oh, and did we mention the 14-1 Chiefs are inching closer to locking up the AFC's top seed? Yes, indeed. Some things just never change. But hey, what changes would you make to our Week 17 power rankings? Let us know in the comment section below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, then clicking the like button helps out a ton. And you know, we really appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, then subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.